I don't even know Dougie.
What? Hey everyone, welcome to Girl on Girl. Girl on Girl.
Being girl.
Girls. The show in my bedroom with two girls, one topic, where we try and talk about the things that really matter to us that we may not get the chance to talk about or we really want to talk about but we don't know how. And today's topic is what is so scary about female pleasure. And I have my lovely friend Mae Martin here, who is a comedian.
Hello.
So Mae, what is so scary about female pleasure? Is it scary?
Well, not to us. It's not that it's scary, it's just maybe, it's fear of the unknown, I think, for a lot of people. Because there's a biological function to a male orgasm.
I've never thought about it that way, that there's no biological...
Well,
we don't release an egg every time we come.
Yeah. Do we?
No.
No, we don't, no.
That's a perfect example of like how we don't know all that much.
I know.
How would you rank yourself in terms of vagina knowledge? Like expert, novice, intermediate?
I'm gonna be confident and say like an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
But
okay.
this is gonna be, now I'm gonna really be embarrassed. What about you? How would you rate yourself?
I feel like I should be a 10 out of 10 because
This is
of
your role in the world.
Because of the work that I do.
Yeah.
But I might be an 8 as well. True or false? Sex keeps your vagina healthy.
True. Because
Correct.
I know that because I read that nuns sometimes have problems because they're not using their vaginas. They get dusty or whatever, and they have some problems.
They get actual cobwebs.
Yeah. True or false? A post-baby vagina is larger than a pre-baby one.
I feel like this is a trick question. I'm gonna go for what I hope. I'm gonna say it's false because I hope that it shrinks back.
You're right.
Yes!
It's false. There's no statistical difference in size between women who have had babies and those who have not. That's crazy. How many different types of orgasms can a woman have?
Oh my god.
A, 2.
Okay.
B, 4. C, 6. D, 1.
C6. I hope it's 6. It's got to be like the biggest number because women are pretty incredible.
It's B4.
Damn it. But that's still pretty good.
Those 4 are A, pretty good. B, fine. C, amazing. And D,
shit.
Yeah.
But what are the 4? Does it say what the 4 are? Clitoral, vaginal.
Yeah, those are 2 of them. Blended and multiple. Blended.
That's when you're making and vag at the same time.
No, that's when you're making a smoothie.
Yeah. How many can men have? I think it's 2, but I don't know. The vaginal lubricant scalene is also found in A, potatoes, B,
oh my god,
roses, C, squid ink, or D, shark livers.
What? You want it to be roses, but I have a feeling it's shark livers.
Correct!
Great.
I'm gonna give you the prize. Mae, you are smarter than a vagina.
Oh my god.
One of the things that I feel like comes up a lot when talking about female sexuality is that like women aren't as into sex as men.
I've found the opposite. I feel like it's all individual, isn't it? Like I know some boys that are so not interested in sex. Yeah. I've always been very interested. I couldn't get porn on the TV, but there was a show called The Red Shoe Diaries.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and like softcore.
This is in Canada. Softcore. It was David Duchovny from The X-Files. Full frontal David Duchovny.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember being like 11 and we would watch that and always very
into it.
Very into it as a child, yeah.
One of my many sexual awakenings, that Christina Aguilera song Dirty.
Yeah, that was crazy, yeah.
Watching the music video when I would like come home from school and put on like MTV.
You're a little bit younger than me, so for me it was Christina Aguilera, Genie in a Bottle. So just a couple of years difference.
For me it was just like, oh my god, women can be sexy because they want to be sexy and like I can be sexy and I'm like trying to like do all the dance moves.
I used to lip sync to Aerosmith's Don't Want to Miss a Thing.
It's not sexy.
Not sexy, but weirdly in my fantasy of it, I must have been 12 or 13. In my fantasy of it, all the auditorium was filled with like screaming, crying men with boners. But I was Steven Tyler. I was the male lead singer.
I remember, like, I think when I was 12, I had this, like, sex dream where I was on a pirate ship. Basically, one of the crew, I had a, like, romance with him. And we're, like, on the deck having sex. But he has to, like, get through all of the layers of the petticoat of my dress.
But you were into that? That was, like, part of it?
Yeah. We've clearly established that we're quite sexual and have been from a young age, and there's nothing wrong with that, and it's not like it just happens. But I feel like in society we don't give young girls permission. I remember being in school, boys would always be talking about masturbating, and they'd be like, oh, that's wank, like la la la. And if you were a guy that didn't masturbate, then you were weird.
Yeah.
And then the guys would ask the girls like, oh, do you masturbate? And we'd all have to be like, oh no, that's gross, of course I don't.
Well, you said you didn't?
Yeah, but I also didn't.
Oh, really?
At that age, because I had completely internalized it.
Right,
And
that
I
it was
did
weird,
think it was gross.
Right.
And now I'm just like, oh, I wasted so many years.
Yeah.
Where did you learn about it initially? Like, were you just like always aware that masturbation was a thing? And like, did you always do it, or did you know about it and like not do it?
I remember my mom saying, we were all out at dinner and I was 10, and I remember my mom saying, so Mae, you know, do you ever masturbate? And my dad was like, Wendy, this is not appropriate. This, you know, she's 10, and I was like, no. But then she'd planted it in my head. So then maybe that night I did. And then
I remember my mum saying to me when I was maybe a bit more like mid-teens, being like, Hannah, you should totally masturbate. But at this point, society had already got me, and I'd internalized that
and you're like,
self-hatred. And I was like, oh, Mum, no, shut up. Do you watch porn ever?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Do you think that like feminist porn exists, and like if it does, like, or if you could have like the most ideal porn ever would appeal to you?
That's a good question. Buffy the Vampire Slayer related, like she saves, like,
so like supernatural
saves
stuff.
the world, saves me, ravages me
in a dugout grave.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I think, I mean, anything made by men for men is going to be
just cum shots to the face.
Different, yeah. And also, you can, as a girl watching it, you can tell when someone's faking. You can tell you want it to be. I guess if you ever fake an orgasm, which you occasionally, then that feels complicit, because it's like, I know I should just be like, hang in there,
do this maneuver here.
Yeah, but sometimes you're tired, and I actually I don't think I would fake with a girl, but I would fake with a boy, because
their egos.
They can't tell the difference. A lot of
I've
the time.
never faked it. What? Yeah, I just tell
really
them I didn't come.
That's really impressive. Yeah, you know what? I feel inspired. I'm never gonna.
Good. Yay. Yeah. People often say that men are more like visual when it comes to getting off on things, because you mentioned like reading erotic novels as well. Is there anything that's like in the mainstream, like films or TV or whatever, that just really hits the spot?
Yeah, but but for me the things are not usual things.
Okay.
Like, so they're little moments and things that, okay, for instance, there's this movie called The Town. Okay.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's Ben Affleck's in it. He directed it, and Blake Lively is in it. And there's a moment where she just says this one line in like a Boston accent. It's not even a sex scene, Hannah. It's just a conversation.
Okay.
And she says the phrase, "How do you know Dougie?" And it's the way she says it. I literally was like, I'm dying. Okay, that's it. Okay, and she's talking to John Hamm, so maybe that'll.
Oh my God, John Hamm.
Yeah. I can't deal with it.
I work for the FBI.
What? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about it. I know it's ridiculous.
Do you feel like you are perfectly comfortable with female pleasure and celebrating it, or is there a part of you that's still like embarrassed by it?
No, I think I'm pretty comfortable celebrating it. Yeah.
But shall we test your comfortableness with female pleasure?
I want to say yes, but I'm scared. What are we going to do?
We are going to take some dildos for a walk.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. How was that for you?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I came.
Was it real?
No, I faked it.
Thanks for watching, guys. Is female pleasure scary to you? Do you celebrate it, or does it make you feel uncomfortable? Don't forget to subscribe to our tiny letter, which is tinyletter.com/girl on girl, where you can find out more about the show and find out more about Mae. And we'll see you on Monday. Bye!
Bye!